wonderful. Why, if our scarecrows back in Kansas could do that, the Scrows would be scared to pieces.
They would?
Oh, yes.
Where is Kansas?
That's where I live. And I want to get back there so badly. I'm going all the way to Emerald City to see the wizard to help me.
You're going to see a wizard?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think if I went with you, this wizard would give me some brains?
I couldn't say. But even if he didn't, you'd be no worse off than you are right now.
Yes, that's true.
But maybe you better not. I've got a witch mad at me, and you might get into trouble.
Witch? Huh. I'm not afraid of a witch. I'm not afraid of anything. Oh, except a lighted match.
I don't blame you.
But I'd face a whole box full of them for the chance of getting some brains. Look, I won't be any trouble because I don't eat a thing, and I won't try to manage things because I can't think. Won't you take me with you?
Of course I will.
Hooray! I'm going to get me a brain. Let's go!
Did that hurt?
No. It feels wonderful. I've held that axe up for ages.
Oh, goodness! How did you ever get like this?
Well, when I was flesh and blood like you, I fell in love with a Munchkin maiden whose mother hated me. So to stop me from marrying her daughter, she hired the Wicked Witch of the West to put an evil spell on my axe. When I tried to chop down a tree, it chopped off my leg instead.
It chopped off your leg? That's terrible!
But, by a good fortune, I knew of a wonderful tinsmith, and he made me a new one. Almost as good as the old one. So back I went to work. And you know what happened?
Something terrible, I bet.
I swung my axe again, and dang me if I didn't take the other one off.
You should have gotten a new axe.
I guess you're right. But I got me a new leg instead, and back I went to work.
You sure were persistent.
This time I chopped off both my arms.
Oh my! I can see how you could have chopped off one arm, but how did you manage to chop off the other one?
I told you, the axe was enchanted.
Oh.
I sometimes wish I hadn't got a new pair of arms from the tinsmith, because the last time I swung the axe was the worst time of all.
I don't think I want to hear this.
Split myself right down the middle.
Oh, you poor thing!
So, the tinsmith gave me a new head and body, but on the way home, I got caught in a terrible rainstorm and rusted solid.
It just wasn't your day, was it?
Ha! Put 'em up! Put 'em up! Which one of you first? I'll fight you both together if you want. I'll fight you with one paw tied behind my back. I'll fight you standing on one foot. I'll fight you with my eyes closed. Well, I'll get you anyway, Pee-wee.
Shame on you!
What did you do that for? I didn't bite him.
No, but you tried to. It's bad enough picking on a straw man, but when you go around picking on poor little dogs...
You didn't have to go and hit me, did you? Is my nose bleeding?
Of course not. My goodness, what a fuss you're making. Naturally, when you go around picking on things weaker than you are. Why, you're nothing than a great big coward.
You're right, I am a coward. I haven't got any courage at all. I even scare myself. Look at the circles under my eyes. I haven't slept in weeks.
Why don't you try counting sheep?
That doesn't do any good. I'm afraid of them.
Oh, that's too bad. Why don't you come along with us? We're on our way to see the wizard. I'm sure he could give you some courage.
Well, wouldn't you feel degraded to be seen in the company of a cowardly lion? I would.
No, of course not.
Gee, that's awfully nice of you. My life has been simply unbearable. Even my family disowned me. When I was just a little cub, my father took me to the top of a high mountain and waved his paw around and said, "One day, son, all this will be yours." Oh, I was terrified.
Why's that?
I'm scared of heights.
Oh, well, it's all right now. The wizard will fix everything.
At least you'll be safe if I come with you.
How's that?
No self-respecting wild animal will come anywhere near me.
5 minutes. This is your 5-minute call.
And maybe 5 minutes is what we'll get. What do you think?
Well, maybe she'll put herself together now that we've called 5 minutes. She knows she's got to be on stage in 5 minutes, won't she?
Will she?
You know what Dottie's like.
We've only been on the road for a month. We've only got to Des Moines. What's it going to be like by the time we've got to St. Louis?
If only she'd speak.
If she'd only unlock the door. Look, if Dottie won't go on.
Won't go on?
If she won't.
She will.
Of course she will.
Won't she?
I'm sure she will. But if she doesn't.
She must.
She will. She will. But if she didn't.
I'd have 5 minutes to change. 4 minutes.
If only she'd say something. Come back! Hello, police? Someone has broken into my house. Or rather, someone has broken into someone's house. Yes, a sex criminal. And a young woman is missing.
It's in the garden now. And it's a man.
Sorry, the young woman has reappeared. Are you alright?
No, he almost saw me.
He almost saw her. No, but he's a burglar as well. He's taken our things.
The things are here.
The things have come back. So we're just missing a plate of sardines.
Here are the sardines.
And we found the sardines.
This is the police? You want the police here? In my underwear?
So what am I saying? I'm saying, let's say no more about it. I thought something terrible has happened to you.
It has. I know him.
You know him?
He's dealt with by our office.
He's just an ordinary sex criminal.
Yes, but he mustn't see me like this. You have to keep up certain standards when you work for Inland Revenue.
Well, put something on.
I haven't got anything.
There must be something in the bathroom. And bring the sardines.
What do you worry about?
Everything.
Oh.
You name it, I worried over it. Like, I'd see a family loading down and taking off for California. They'd say, Pastor, we ain't got no room for the dog. Well, I'd worry a while. Then I'd take the dog. Must had near to a dozen old hounds at once for a while. Good dogs, though. I'd line them all up in the front room and practice my preaching on them. Dogs kind of like being talked at.
Well, you talk real nice.
I talk too damn much, Jenny Mae.
It's not your fault, Cece. It's the river. My mama used to say people sit by the water and they can't help but be talking. River's kind of magic like that.
Your mama was right.
I don't think she ever liked any place so much as the river. Be down here every other day through the summer. And come fall, well, you never been here in the fall. But when the leaves start changing and the air's getting cooler.
Won't be too long now.
As long as you're here, you might as well stay through the winter. Everything's nice in the spring.
Sounds like I might have to stay.
Unless you're missing Kentucky.
Nah. I'll tell you what I do miss, though, is them dogs.
Don't you guys read the Bible? I gotta learn the whole thing. Like, say I'm sitting at the table and I want seconds on dessert. Aunt Norma says, give me a verse first, Darlene. If I don't know the Bible, I'd starve to death, see? But I've been learning who Adam and Eve are. You heard of them, ain't you? The first people? And they're living in this great big old garden in Europe. And the thing about Eve is she's walking around and picking berries and junk with no clothes on. She was naked, and they're doing it like all the time. All the time, Jeannie Mae. That kind of stuff happens in Europe, but like I'm saying, the snake comes strolling up, see? And he tells her how she's sitting there, jaybird stark naked. And this business about being naked really sets God off at snakes, see? Because with Eve being so dumb, she didn't get in any trouble. But now it's like a whole nother ball game. And God wasn't just mad at this one snake either. He was mad at all the snakes and all the worms in the world. So now he tells them, from now on you guys gotta crawl around in the dirt. God says, from now on, nobody likes you. Thank you. For my song selection, I will be singing My White Knight from A Music Man.